My song has two parts, an A part and a B part. The A part is kind of like the introduction, and the B part is kind of like the resolution. I think you'll be able to hear the kind of inspiration from Joe Hisaishi, the composer of the two movies that I had watched while studying. I think it is a good idea to show you what the song actually came out to be like. So, this is the beginning. And this is the second part. Since the goal of this project was to learn how to compose a song on the keyboard, I think it is necessary to actually show you the sheet music that I made. It's not completely accurate because it is my first time, but I just want to show you a few key parts that I think make up the song's kind of personality. So the first thing is the 4/4 measure. I chose a 4/4 measure just because it's the easiest to kind of deal with when you're making a song. Moving on, the first notes of the song are chords, just because I wanted a chord at the beginning of the song. Right here is our first sharp. In retrospect, moving here where the dissension is, there's supposed to be naturals moving on from there. This is a sharp, and if you look here, that is the natural to the sharp. To cancel out the sharp, you have to put a natural sign. Here is a dotted half note, so a dot adds half of the original value of the note to the note itself. So this would be 3 beats instead of 2. Next to it is the first breaks in the song, if you're not including this, which is a whole rest, which is 4 beats. So it would be a whole measure. So here is a half rest and a quarter rest. Together they make 3 beat rests. These two notes are both 8th notes, so together they would make 1 beat, or 1 quarter note. Moving on to the kind of scariest part, I guess, of the song would be is the dissension through the notes. And you can see here and through the song, or through this part, there are sharps and flats. I chose to put all of the sharps and flats because I think that it makes a more satisfying sound than just going from all of the white keys. So I added the sharps and flats. You might be a little bit confused. This shows that instead of putting, putting whole rest in each measure, you just put a 4, signifying that for 4 measures there is a rest on the left hand. And then to kind of transition into the next part of the song, I put a whole note here. So you kind of have a good start in the next part. These are slurs, so instead of sounding kind of like choppy, so like da 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 da, it kind of goes da 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 da. So it flows better. So here too, I put a 2, and so there are 2 measures of rests. And then at the end, to finalize the ending of the song, I chose to put another whole note because, like I said before, it finalizes, it puts finality on the phrase.